When I first tried it, my anxiety, my pain, my depression, my energy levels, it all just went back to normal. If we can have a safe earth-grown herb that has no bad effects and no risks, no death, no major issues that these pills are having, I don't see why it's not legalized.
I lived a normal life. I mean, went to college, got married, had family. Yeah. And then we took the kids camping. And I came home from the camping trip and could barely walk 2 blocks from my garage to my office. I was forced to stop working when I was 45 because of post-polio syndrome. Those first several years of being disabled, you didn't want to admit it.
When I had turned 13, I got bit by a tick. I just eventually had really bad chronic fatigue where I was, laying in bed for 17, 18 hours a day, exhausted, not having any energy. And I went from being this bright, happy, artistic, bubbly kid to being in bed all day. My parents were like, what happened? You went from one end of the spectrum to the other. So they took me to a doctor and they did some blood tests and they said, yeah, you may have Lyme disease. And they don't think chronic Lyme exists, but I'm living proof it does. I know that basically it attacks your whole body. It goes from wherever the major infection is up to your brain, down your spinal cord, into your nervous system, into your organs, and it affects your whole body. Being told, just take this, you'll be fine, just take this, you'll be fine, just take this, you'll be fine, and not getting fine, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it myself. I know what the hell helped me, they don't know. Since, dispensaries aren't up and no medical offices where we can get it safely, a lot of times we have to look online. I found people on Facebook who I actually networked with, and, through knowing them and networking, I've been able to get into a really good medical community where, we know the growers, we grow it ourselves, we give out seeds, we're there for each other. We're just trying to take care of each other because we don't have anything right now.
Yes, Vicodin and OxyContin are effective pain relievers. But any responsible doctor will tell you they're effective short-term pain relievers. I have the right to be as pain-free as possible. When I first started this fight down in Annapolis, that was one of the things I used to always try to fit into my testament. When I go to bed at night and I've smoked cannabis, I don't hurt, my muscles don't ache, I'm not stressed, I go to bed.
I've come to realize that, it's not a cure-all for me personally. People say it cures cancer, it cures seizures. I'm not saying it's a cure, but it's a treatment and it's safer than pills are. I've had suicide attempts because it's gotten so bad to the point where it hurts. This disease has made me see what being suicidal is like, and if I don't have it, the depression comes back, the symptoms come back, and you ask yourself, if doctors say you're crazy and there's no cure, why am I around here? Why was I born? For me, it's giving me my life back. It may be, inauthentic, it may be a drug, it may be synthetic, but right now it's this or suffer.